Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of.
Could a secret Hollywood deal really involve explosive footage of Oprah and Diddy? A lawyer's claim has sparked intense curiosity, suggesting that hidden tapes of Oprah and Diddy could be real rather than another rumor, adding fuel to Hollywood's ongoing intrigue. The recent buzz touches on a range of intriguing but unproven allegations linking Oprah Winfrey and other famous public figures like Sean Diddy Combs to controversies and alleged misconduct in Hollywood. Some might see these claims as captivating or even shocking, but it's important to stay critical as some information circulating online can easily gain traction without any verified sources to back it up. Hollywood has long had its glamorous appeal, filled with wealth, influence, and all things celebrity related. But as the world knows, the industry has also been shadowed by serious claims of abuse, exploitation, and misconduct. Notably, the Me Too movement stood out as a collective stand against harassment and abuse, exposing just how certain figures, often men in high positions, were able to misuse their power without consequence. People once admired for their roles in cinema, such as Harvey Weinstein, ended up embodying Hollywood's worst side as survivors stepped forward with their stories, leading to a wider call for accountability in the industry. Recent claims have thrown Oprah's associations with high-profile figures like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein under a magnifying glass, leading to discussions on whether her connections might suggest hidden knowledge or even complicity in these men's alleged misconduct. But Oprah has already spoken publicly about her ties with Weinstein, expressing her regret and distancing herself from the behavior that came to light later. Could her regret be enough to clear up assumptions, though? Many in the industry say it should be, arguing that in a place like Hollywood, these types of connections are practically inevitable, and don't inherently imply any shared knowledge or endorsement of private actions. People familiar with Hollywood's nature noted that it operated as an intricately woven network where social and professional relationships cross over constantly. After all, with so many award ceremonies, fundraisers, premieres, and high-profile events, wouldn't it be nearly impossible to avoid rubbing shoulders with influential figures, even those with controversial reputations? And in the industry as connected as Hollywood, networking isn't just common, it's essential. Public figures need these connections to build up careers, create new projects, and secure high visibility roles. So it's hardly surprising that celebrities, directors, and producers would build massive networks, ones that could easily and sometimes unknowingly include personalities with complex backgrounds. There's another twist to this story, one involving a so-called catch-and-kill strategy. Essentially, the idea that compromising material on various celebrities, including Diddy and Oprah, could be sitting somewhere hidden away from the public eye. But what does catch and kill actually mean? The term first gained attention a few years back, exposing how some media companies supposedly bought the rights to explosive stories only to bury them instead of publishing. The goal? To protect the powerful people from potential fallout. So rather than sharing these stories with the world, these organizations allegedly tuck them away, ensuring they'll never see the light of day. Shady, right? But here's the thing. In this particular case, there's no hard evidence or verified information backing up claims of such tapes involving Oprah or Diddy. Without clear proof, the story remains, well, more of a theory than a fact. And while the idea is intriguing, it seems to rest on shaky ground. People are left wondering, if such tapes really existed, wouldn't there be some trace of them by now? Something solid. Then there's yet another layer, with whispers casting doubt over Oprah's philanthropic efforts, especially her well-known work with education. One of these projects in particular, the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa, is under scrutiny in these claims. Strange rumors suggest disappearances of students from her school, attempting to spin a positive initiative into something darker. Oprah's supporters quickly point out how dedicated she is to empowering young people, especially young women, through education. In fact, when Oprah launched this academy, it was all about providing quality education to girls who otherwise lacked access. Of course, the school wasn't without its challenges. Back in 2007, a staff member faced allegations of inappropriate conduct involving students. Oprah didn't ignore it, she took action, openly expressing her heartbreak over the situation and implementing stronger measures to protect her students. She wasn't about to let one incident tarnish the project's purpose. So some have questioned why anyone would try to turn a beneficial initiative into something sinister. Dismissing the impact the school has had for countless students seems unfair when considering the life-changing opportunities Oprah's Academy has provided. Why would a positive mission like this one be framed in such a questionable light? Some themes also suggest that people with troubled pasts, particularly those who experienced abuse, might find themselves in difficult or unhealthy situations later in life. They're expected to avoid making statements or moves that might unjustly tarnish someone's reputation, especially when they're dealing with such delicate matters. I mean, when it comes to high-stake cases, shouldn't the focus be on the facts, not just the buzz? The idea of a powerful Hollywood elite working behind the scenes to protect each other's images is one that pops up often in stories about Hollywood's darker side. But how true is it? High-profile figures definitely try to manage how the public sees them, sometimes pretty strategically too. They've been known to step in and do some reputation management, especially when a crisis hits. Yet there is a big difference between trying to manage a public image and outright covering up some serious wrongdoing. And here's the thing, Hollywood, as most people agree, operate under such intense public scrutiny that major cover-ups aren't easy to pull off. With so many people keeping a close watch, from dedicated fans to investigative journalists, the truth tends to come out sooner or later. Look at Harvey Weinstein's case as an example. Despite years of power and influence, when the evidence came forward, he wasn't untouchable. So if there really was this tight-knit elite group covering things up, of course they would have managed to keep Weinstein safe. History shows that a lot of journalists, activists, and even survivors are determined to push for transparency in Hollywood. They're not going to let powerful people slide by without accountability. But in a world where rumors can spread fast, there's always the risk of creating a culture that's fueled more by gossip than by facts. When unproven claims about famous figures circulate widely, they can have a huge impact. Imagine spending years, even decades, building a reputation only for it to be questioned because of baseless stories. Public figures like Oprah, who've earned their respect for their contributions to media, philanthropy, and positive social impact, can see their life's work overshadowed by association with unproven claims. For someone like Oprah, who's known far and wide for her achievements, there's a lot at stake. Her name, influence, and charitable work have impacted millions. So when someone tries to connect her to an unverified story or controversial association, it's not just Oprah's reputation on the line. It's also her many charitable causes and the communities she's worked to uplift. The reach of her contributions goes beyond the media. Her philanthropic projects designed to bring real change would feel the ripple effect too. This is why some believe it's important not to overlook how a reputation like Oprah's affects so many others. Questionable claims that chip away at her legacy risk damaging the impact she's made on countless lives. And why would anyone want to tarnish a legacy that's inspired and benefited so many? Celebrity status often makes individuals the target of speculation, especially due to their visibility and societal influence, which can easily amplify any rumors about them. Indeed, the entertainment industry has exposed legitimate instances of misconduct, with many powerful figures facing deserved consequences. However, not every association with a questionable figure equates to guilt or complicity, and understanding that difference helps foster a culture based on truth and fair judgment. So what do you think? Is Hollywood truly protecting its elite, or are these just wild stories? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting content like this.